Hey there, we're Shannon and Jerry Arner, your hosts of the Arner Adventures podcast.
We're a minimalist couple driven by intentional living and adventure.
Burned out from the 24/7 grind of running our business, we traded the hustle and the bustle for something more meaningful.
We parted ways with most of our belongings and moved to the coast.
Listen along as we chat about life's challenges, share inspiring stories of those who have taken big leaps to live a life outside of the norm,
and help you live with more intention and less physical and mental clutter.
Each episode is a step toward doing and being just a little bit better for ourselves and the world around us.
Life's an adventure after all. Join us for the ride.
It's the Arner Adventures podcast.
Hello there, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's keeping cool out there.
Ooh, it's almost 100 degrees today. It's supposed to be like 97.
Yeah.
In the mountains.
In the mountains. I know we have an international following, so not everybody's being affected by this, but here in the mountains of North Carolina, Appalachian Mountains of North Carolina, oh my, it's really warm.
But I did read yesterday that people in France are really struggling, and that they were painting the sidewalks like or not painting it, but like covering a lot of the sidewalks with chalk. And apparently that's supposed to help. I don't really know why, but apparently I saw it yesterday that some people in France were doing that.
Might keep the heat from bouncing off the sidewalks a little bit.
Yeah, maybe so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? I refuse to feel guilty about complaining about the heat.
Me too.
Because
you got to let it out.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
And you know what? Today's episode are the things that we refuse to feel guilty about anymore.
That's
okay?
Right. Okay, we're getting down to it. we refuse to feel guilty about this tone we're taking right now.
But yeah, there's a lot of things that you could feel guilty about. You apologize for. Oh my gosh, we are, especially as women, we are a society of apologizing people. We apologize. Oh, sorry. Or sorry, I feel this way. Sorry if I'm bugging you. There's so many things that we apologize for that we don't need to. And Jerry and I have just decided that we just refuse to feel guilty about a lot of things. But yeah, somewhere along the way, many of us started believing that we should feel guilty about the choices that we make in our lives, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And not every decision needs to be for somebody else. Actually, no one's decision needs to be for somebody else. It needs to be what's going to work out for yourself.
Yeah, that's true. Because if you're doing that, then you turn up better for other people if you're making the right choices for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like and if you're an overthinker, it's easy to overthink it and say, is that choice selfish or whatever. So anyway, you just got to trust your gut on that one.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, let's get through some of the things that we refuse to feel guilty about. You know, stop carrying guilt for them. Don't deserve the space in our minds. Maybe after we go through some of them, you're going to consider letting go of something else too.
Hey, you know you've reached a certain age when you're excited to talk about your toilet.
Oh, man, and somehow that's where we are.
But seriously, one of our favorite upgrades in the house has been our Uncle Brown Smart Toilet.
Or as we call him, Uncle Brown, our favorite uncle.
The funny part is when we moved and started making this place our own, the walls weren't even finished, but somehow one of the first things we installed was a smart toilet.
Priorities and truth.
Exactly. And now I can't imagine going back.
I mean, it has a heated seat, automatic flushing, a built-in bidet. It's one of those things that you don't even realize you're going to appreciate until you use it every day and multiple times every day.
It's a little luxury multiple times every day, but one that makes everyday life better.
Which is kind of our thing, right? I mean, we don't need bigger or fancier. We just love things that make life easier and more comfortable.
You darn tootin', and everyone we tell about Uncle Brown says, okay, I need to know more about this toilet.
Right? Yeah. I mean, they're in our DMs. They're everywhere. Just tell us more about this toilet.
Yeah.
Well, we're telling you more about it.
Yeah.
Nobody expects the toilet to become a conversation starter.
No, but it is. Here we are.
If you've been curious about smart toilets or Uncle Brown and want to spoil yourself a little bit, head over to arneradventures.com/Uncle Brown to check out the one we're using and grab our discount.
Yeah, trust us. Once you've experienced the heated seat, there's no going back.
And yeah, we're really out here recommending toilets on a podcast.
Welcome to Arner Adventures. Number one is choosing to do nothing weekend, which is is good. I mean, in a fast-paced culture, I mean, you think you got to be doing all the time, and weekends when you make up for the stuff you can't do during the work hours of the week. So
Mm-hmm.
it's good to do a do-nothing weekend. It recharges your mind because your mind's not working so hard all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there is sort of and you and I recently were talking about this, that you and I really have a hard time doing nothing.
Yeah.
And there's a weird feeling about it, like, oh, I should be doing something. But this
Mhm.
is something that we have really decided to let go of. And a do nothing weekend could be literally bed rotting and doing nothing, or it could be, riding our bikes or
Yeah.
walking the dogs, reading on the porch, cooking dinner together. It can
Mhm.
be doing something, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things where, you get back to work Monday, or you talk to people on Monday. Well, how was your weekend? What did you do?
Yeah.
And I used to, I remember when I worked in a setting where I was with people,
Yeah.
I felt like I had to come up with something, even if
Yeah.
I didn't do anything,
Yeah.
We realize that rest isn't something that you earn after you've exhausted yourself. It's something that you need in order to continue enjoying your life.
You sure do. I always pay attention to our pets, and I'm like, man, they know how to prioritize their rest.
They do.
That's for sure. And I know I always hated telling people what I did on the weekend because they'd ask me, and I go, "All right, let me think about that."
I know.
It's almost like I said, "God, should I take notes on the weekend so I can read them off to people?"
Right?
Or if I ask somebody and they go, "Well," and I was like, "Oh man, I shouldn't have put them on the spot." Not much, no. I go, "Those are the best kind sometimes, you know." And then it would all kind of get back around.
Yeah.
Then I'd reemphasize that I didn't do much either.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So if this is something that you are struggling with, if you relate to this, ask yourself, what kind of weekend actually leaves you feeling refreshed? It may be getting together with friends. It may be having an event, but it also may be a big nothing burger,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
maybe just kind of ask yourself that question as we move on into the next thing that we refuse to feel guilty about.
That's right. You know what these temperatures make me think would be refreshing? If you went into an urban setting and had the fire department open up one of those fire hydrants and you just let it like hit you.
Do they do that really?
Have you ever seen like in
TV?
In TV, yeah, they do that.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if they did it in real life.
Oh, I don't know either.
Okay.
They should.
Well, let's move on to number 2.
Uh-huh.
Number 2 is something we've talked about in episodes before.
Mm-hmm.
Saying no without explaining yourself. No
Yeah.
is a complete sentence. This one can be surprisingly difficult for many of us. It doesn't have to come with a detailed explanation. I'm sorry, but, or, oh, we're just really busy.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we could. The truth is, protecting your time doesn't require a defense. It's a simple kind, we're not able to make it, is enough.
Yeah.
Every time you say yes to something you really don't want to do, you're often saying no to something that you do. It's like you're punishing yourself for doing something that you don't want to do. And you know what? It's just bad for everyone, because then you start getting resentful of the person that asked you.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody wants to be the person that someone is resentful towards,
Yeah.
Saying, we have a link in the show notes about like ways that you can say no if this is something that gives you a lot of anxiety, or it's something that you're working on. We used to work on it. Now I think we're pretty good about it. Jerry, you're better than I am.
I mean, it's probably taking a little bit of practice to do that. I used to say, "I'll get back to you on that," which really meant,
No.
yeah, I'm going to drive around the imaginary block in my head and come back and say it again. I've decided no, or you really decided the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so with this one, if this is something that you're struggling with, ask yourself this question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you spending your time based on your priorities or someone else's expectations? And it should be the first part.
It should be.
Yeah,
you got to keep your priorities aligned. And you can say no and say that's a no with a period. Then that no is a complete sentence.
That's true.
Or you can say no and go,
Or boop their nose.
that would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? That'd be a lot of fun.
Nope.
Boop. I'd never thought of that before. Okay, well, number 3 on our list is going to bed early. Yeah. I don't know where that got to be. Yeah, before they had the electricity, people went to bed early when it got dark out.
What about when it's light out, Jer? Because sometimes we like that.
Yeah, that's good. Well, we like to read in bed, so man, that if you really want to read something, if you're into reading, you're being drawn into that as early as possible. You're like, man, I can't wait to get to my book, and
Yeah.
why should I wait till it's dark? You know,
Right.
you got to do a little reading in bed. That's a good thing to do.
For some reason, there's this misconception that staying up late is more fun.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just going to be honest, I disagree. A good night's sleep. I mean, we've talked about this before, sleep, how important sleep wellness is. It affects your mood, patience, creativity, your energy.
I
So,
know.
yeah, we've just stopped pretending that we'd rather be somewhere else than our bed reading at night.
Right.
And-
Right. Yeah.
And I'm not going to apologize for that
Mm-mm.
at all.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a healthy habit. It's like apologizing for eating well.
Yeah. I think I got a theory that the staying up late thing developed in the age of television, of course, and all the risque TV shows weren't on till after 9. Nowadays, you can stream the risque TV shows all day long.
You can do it at 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning, so you don't have to worry about staying up for those.
So true.
Mhm.
That's a good.
You like that theory?
Yes, that's a good theory.
So culture's changing thanks to streaming risque TV shows early in the morning.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is something that you're feeling guilty about or you're struggling with, ask yourself, what healthy habit have you been apologizing for? Do you apologize when people go, you and your friends go and, I don't know, go to a bar and they want to have cocktails and you want a mocktail? Don't apologize for that.
Oh.
If you're going to lunch and everybody says, I really want some comfort food and they're having burgers and fries and you're like, you know what? I think I really want a caprese salad today.
Mhm.
That's okay. Don't
Yeah.
apologize for that. And
Yeah.
surely don't apologize for going to bed early.
Or the other way around on the food. If the whole table is having a
Oh.
healthy salad
Uh-huh.
and
And you want a burger and fries.
burger and fries with gravy on the fries,
Or a side of ranch.
side of ranch,
A big side of ranch.
mm-hmm.
Like a bowl of it.
and chase it with a shot of vodka, don't apologize for any of that. If that's what you want to do.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on to number 4 of things that we no longer feel guilty about.
Yeah.
And you know
yeah.
what? I will tell you, I never felt guilty about this one. But a lot of people, I think, not a lot. There were several people throughout our journey who I think wanted us to feel guilty about it. And that is living a different kind of life. So I'm not just talking about our life. I'm talking about if you live a life that someone else doesn't think is quote unquote the norm or is different than theirs, do not feel guilty about it. If you're not hurting anyone, hurting yourself, or anything, then it's okay. Our life doesn't look
Sure.
like everyone else's.
Mhm.
We're child free. We're
Yeah.
not going to apologize for that. We downsized and live small so that
Mhm.
we can experience large.
Yeah, that's right.
We work from home.
We do.
We don't love to shop. In
Hate
fact,
shopping.
we really hate it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It all it does is put you in a big group of people who are not in good moods.
Oh God. that's
Generally speaking.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we ride our bikes instead of driving whenever we can.
Yeah, that's different. And some
Mhm.
people don't get it.
Yeah. And that's okay. Your life
Mhm.
isn't supposed to be a copy of other people's.
Right.
The goal isn't fitting in. It's building a life that fits you.
Yeah.
And then you look back, and once you got it, you tell others to follow you.
And then you create a cult.
Be a trendsetter. Not to that extent. Yeah.
Not a cult, but a trendsetter.
Yeah. So ask yourself the sort of choice you've made that you're still trying to justify to other people.
Yeah, and then don't.
Just don't. Yeah.
If you are living the life that you want and that you or on a journey to living the life that you want
Mm-hmm.
and no one else in your life understands it, it's okay.
We used to say we weren't cruise people. Boy, were we wrong.
I mean, right? We never had anything against cruising. We just didn't think it was really our style anymore. I mean, all the herding around like cattle.
Yeah.
Well, until we tried Virgin Voyages.
Oh, and that was a whole different story. And now we're planning the next one before we've even unpacked from the last one.
What changed for us was how easy Virgin Voyages makes it. No kids. That's the biggest thing for us.
Yep.
No buffets, no assigned dining times, no formal nights. You just do what you want when you want. I mean, that's how you live life, right?
That's right, which is pretty much how we like to travel anyway.
And the food completely spoiled us. I mean, we've had some incredible meals on land while we've traveled, but Virgin has really ruined it for other cruise lines and really a lot of other travel for us.
Yeah, that's right. Because with Virgin, it feels more like voyaging than cruising.
Well, I mean, it is, right?
Uh-huh.
One trip, we're in the Caribbean. The next, we're wandering around Europe. And somehow we only unpack once.
That's right. That's probably my favorite part, too. You wake up somewhere new without airports, rental cars, or repacking every couple of days.
And some of our favorite memories have happened on board, like coffee on the balcony in the morning, Scarlet Night, late night pizza runs, watching the sunset from the back of the ship.
Oh, yeah, meeting new friends and even getting to meet Richard Branson on our last sailing.
That's right. Not bad for two people who just thought that cruising wasn't their thing.
That's right. Turns out we just hadn't found the right voyage yet.
If you've been cruise curious like we were, grab our Virgin Voyages savings access key at arneradventures.com/virgin-voyages.
Come voyaging with us.
It's okay to not be the quote unquote norm.
Oh, yeah.
It's in fact, I would say that it's better.
I think, especially these days, it's probably better if you can be a trendsetter and tell people to come along with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let's just go ahead and say, if you're new here, we have dogs.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we hit record, they think they want to chime in too. So if you hear them, you know, and you know what? We're not going to feel guilty about it.
No. No.
We're not going to apologize for it. We're just informing you
Yeah, I'm not going to feel guilty.
that they're in the background.
Exhausted? Yes.
Yes.
Guilty? No. Yeah.
Well, you want to move on to number 5, dear?
Number 5 is spending money on what matters most. You know, sometimes people assume that minimalism means never spending money. For us, it's almost the opposite. We will happily invest in things that improve our daily lives: comfy mattress, quality bedding.
Ooh, like cozy earth bedding.
Yeah.
I mean, that's worth the investment.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we just talked about how much we love being in our bed
Mm-hmm.
early.
Oh, early, yeah. So bedding's good for anybody. Anything that promotes good sleep. Our e-bikes.
Ooh.
That's a new lifestyle for us, and it's
Yeah.
we've had a little bit of fun with it, yeah. It's these experiences we'll remember for years, these e-bikes, and a lot of other things.
Yeah, other experiences we'll remember for years,
Uh-huh.
like travel. There are things that we invest in that, you know, it's comfortable for us to say no to purchases that don't add value to our lives, even if they're popular. You know, intentional spending isn't about buying less. It's about buying better and investing in the things that make your life more fulfilled.
That's right. That's right.
So maybe if this is something you're struggling with, ask yourself, are your purchases reflecting your values or someone else's?
That's a good question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, number 6, this is one of my favorites, is protecting our peace. So we have stopped feeling guilty about protecting our mental space. This is all about boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
It means silencing notifications, living on Do Not Disturb, maybe like we do, not responding immediately to every message. You know, part of being on Do Not Disturb with your phone, your emails, is that you go and look at them when you want to look at them and when it's time for you to respond to things.
Yeah.
Stepping away from social media or taking a digital detox, avoiding unnecessary drama. That may mean by avoiding certain people.
Yeah, it might.
And that's okay too.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true. Yeah.
Choosing quiet over chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Peace isn't something that accidentally happens. You really have to protect it and cultivate it for yourself.
So you're asking, well, what question can I ask myself to make this a daily thing or a weekly thing, protecting my peace? Well, you've asked the right person. Ask yourself, what's one thing that's quietly draining your energy every day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bet if you think about it that way, what is draining my energy, you will easily find it.
Yeah.
It may be the dinging of your phone. It may be someone.
Yeah. And maybe you just pick out one thing for that day, and it could be a different thing the next day. But sometimes you just got to do these things in little bits. So I'll tell you what, moving right along, our 7th is letting go of keeping up. That's number 7. It's easy to feel like you're falling behind. Someone always has a newer house, a better vacation, a nicer car, a bigger paycheck, more followers. The problem is that keeping up has no finish line. There's always another comparison waiting.
Yeah.
Instead of asking, am I keeping up? We've started asking, does this life feel right for us? You know,
Yeah.
it's a good thing to ask. Yeah, there's a much more. That's a much more helpful question. Is does this life feel right for us? Right.
Yeah.
So here's what you want to ask yourself: who are you trying to keep up with, and why?
You know, we've talked about this before in the past, before we made our big lifestyle change. We used to buy things, do things to impress people that we never even really liked.
Yeah.
And
It's easy to get caught up in that trap.
It
I think,
is.
for people.
and it or not even people that you dislike, but just people that don't matter. That it's like,
Yeah.
why do we want that new thing for the house because the neighbor has it? Or, you know?
Yeah.
So you have to kind of get out of that mindset
Yeah.
and start thinking more about what does my life, what do I want my life to feel like if no one was paying attention, if
Yeah.
it's just about me.
And well, maybe a good thing to do too is start comparing yourself to people who have less than you. And then that way, I was kind of meaning that to be a little bit funny, but in a sense,
Oh, no, I think it's a really good point.
but in a sense, it's not funny too. Like, think about people who have less than you. And then you're like, yeah, I don't need any more, because a lot of people,
Right.
they're struggling out there, especially these days.
Yeah.
Now that there's just such a widening margin between the haves and the have-nots, and there's middle class is just disappearing. It's just a great disparity. And there's a lot of people who are struggling, don't have a lot.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's very true.
Yeah.
So listen, you don't need everyone's approval. And that's one of the biggest things about feeling guilt is that you feel like you need the approval of someone. One of the most freeing lessons that we've learned is that people don't have to agree with our choices for our choices to be right. If your life reflects your values, if you're treating people well, you're not hurting anyone, if you're creating a life for you that brings you peace, that is enough.
You don't need permission to live differently, but if you've been carrying guilt over choices that are helping you become healthier, happier, and more aligned with the life you want, maybe today is the day you finally set that guilt down.
Yeah, and before we move on, there's one last question.
One last question.
What's one thing I'm ready to stop feeling guilty about? You know, maybe it's something we talked about here today. Maybe it's slowing down, saying no, choosing rest, living differently than everyone around you. Whatever it is, remember this. You don't owe anyone an apology for building a life that feels right to you.
If this episode resonated with you, or if you know of someone who would benefit from what we talked about, please share it with a friend.
It's a great way of supporting the podcast, and we really appreciate it.
Another way of supporting the pod is by leaving us a 5-star review or rating on the platform you are listening to us on.
And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That also supports us. You can always find us, the show notes, and sponsors who support the podcast at arneradventures.com.
And until next time, enjoy the journey you're on. We're wishing you lots of adventures.
Bye-bye.